Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Let's get it going. So we're back here with some more ALVIN Lee. This is the Bluest Blues featuring George Harrison. So it says George Harrison, member of the Beatles, right? Let's see. So I don't know too much about the Beatles, and I don't want to get his position wrong. So let me take a look. Okay, so George Harrison was a guitarist along with John Lennon, and then you had Paul McCartney on bass and Ringo Starr on drums. Okay, so I'm still not very familiar with the Beatles. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to really react to them here on this channel, but we'll see in the future if I can change that and at least have reactions on my Patreon if YouTube won't let me upload them. That might be how I have to do it. But right now, we're going to be jumping into this one. So this is ALVIN Lee, the Bluest Blues, featuring George Harrison. Don't know if we're getting into a video or just album cut, but let's go ahead and get it started and let's just see what happens from here. All right, I've got a few other ALVIN Lee reactions on the channel. I think at least 3 of them, if any of you are brand new and are interested in seeing what I have. So let's go ahead and move forward with this one. Chimes in there.
I couldn't wait to see you waiting by the door. There's no one there to meet me, and your clothes are on the floor. I'm sorry if I hurt you and I made you cry. I couldn't stand to see you with another guy. It's the bluest blues.
Oh man, did he walk in on this?
And it cuts me like a knife. It's the bluest blue.
And this is how you set a tone, the
Since you walked
atmosphere.
out of my life,
This atmosphere with this music's perfect.
couldn't really tell you how you hurt my pride, but something broke within me, down inside. Never knew I loved you till you went away. Now the loneliness surrounds me every day.
I never knew I loved you until you went away.
Since you walked out of the door,
Just the subtleness of the keys, though, it's like a tone
it's the
setter.
bluest blues. 'Cause I won't see you no more.
Oh man, everything's actually. Hey.
If somehow I'm to blame, it's the bluest blues I'm feeling. It's a crying shame. I just can't live without you. Face another day. It's the bluest blues I'm feeling, and it's here to stay. It's the bluest blues.
Yeah, man, that guitar solo told a story by
And
itself.
it
by the
cuts
way.
me to the bone. It's the bluest blues. When you can't find your way
heartache all over. All the backing instruments are on point too. Was that a freaking climax or what, man? Oh, was that a climax or what, dude? I really like that you got two solos in here, and I felt like the first solo was very bluesy, along with the track, man, kind of a sad, depressed state. He's talking about, so I thought on the first verse, he's talking about coming home, walking in the door, seeing his lady's clothes on the floor, and he caught her with another man. Then in the second verse, it's kind of like he took things for granted. He didn't realize how much he loved her until she was gone. And I think that's actually very common for a lot of relationships that you've been in for a while, is you start taking things for granted. And it sounds like he hit that point where he took things for granted and he didn't realize how much he loved her. But now that she's gone, he's just broken without her. And that first solo, like, got that whole feeling down. But I feel like the second solo, we kind of picked up where the first solo left off, but they went straight from sadness, depression into pain, man. Excruciating pain, discomfort. I just like the way the solo ramped up, and when great guitarists and maybe great instrumentalists in period, but with great guitarists, man, they can let their guitar speak for them, right? Their emotion flows instead of through vocals and lyrics straight into their instrument, and it spits it out for you to be able to feel. And that's one of my favorite things that you get with great guitarists and whatnot, is the way that they can put that emotion in there. And when you watch them live and you see those facial expressions, is because it's not just them playing an instrument. It's like becoming one with the instrument, and now the instrument is speaking for them, and it's just freaking cool. It's so incredible. God dang. All right, so this song was released in 1994, and the actual album's name is 1994 as well. So 1994 featured artist George Harrison right here, man. That first verse, I couldn't wait to see you waiting by the door. He's coming home. He can't wait to see your face, give you a kiss. But there's no one there waiting to meet him, and your clothes are on the floor. Sorry if I hurt you and I made you cry. Couldn't stand to see you with another guy. So you could just imagine the situation that must have arose in that house. Coming home, waiting for your girl to greet you. She's not there, but her clothes are on the floor. You burst into the other room, and there she is with another man. He hurt her. He made her cry. I mean, he might have just flew off the damn handle. And, yeah, well, geez. Couldn't really tell you how you hurt my pride. Something broke within me down inside. I never knew I loved you till you went away. Now the loneliness surrounds me every day. Yeah, maybe, and that's a common thing you hear when relationships crumble. And I've often thought about, like, the way people cheat, and there's usually a difference in the reason a man cheats versus a woman. I'm not justifying anything. I'm not here to say any of that. I'm just giving my idea. I think typically, like, a man, when he's stepping out, it might just be lustful. It might just be in the moment. As they say, getting your rocks off or whatever. Once again, this isn't to justify anything. I'm just saying what I think happens. So, guys, if they are cheating, usually it's like not looking for a long-term thing. It's like a quick kind of situation. With a girl, usually I think the girls cheat when they feel like the attention isn't there anymore. You're not deserving of them anymore. You're not showing them that they're appreciated, and they go out and they find somebody who makes them feel appreciated, gives them the attention they need, and it usually turns into, I guess, like an affair thing, a long-term thing. It's interesting, but I feel like that's kind of what happened here. He maybe wasn't giving her the attention, because he goes on to say, "I never knew I loved you till you went away." That line just gives me like maybe attention wasn't being met or given, and she found herself in the arms of another man. I mean, either way you cut it, it's brutal. And damn, I'm just still caught on that first verse, just walking in, woman's clothes is on the floor, and he found her with another man, dude. Because as it almost sounds like fiction to me, right? Like but it happens, man. It happens. People walk in on their lovers with somebody else, and I just don't know, right? You'd like to think of how you would react in that situation. I'd like to think like, you know, someone isn't going to be worth me going to jail and losing my life over, and you just say, hey, it's done. It's done. We're done. Like, that's it. I'm not going to lose my head over this dumb crap, right? It's done. But I don't know, man. Sometimes I guess you see something like that and boom, something triggers, and I just imagine in his situation, just boom, flips the bed, rips the pictures off the wall, maybe pops the other dude. She's trying to intervene. He's like, oh, get off me. I don't know. Just crazy situation coming in my head with that. Dang. So we got George Harrison was on the slide guitar on the Bluesiest Blues, and another song called I Want You. She's So Heavy. Let's see. Bluesiest Blues was the 5th track on this, but it doesn't give me further information on it. So, you know, I don't know if he wrote it from a situation that he had experienced or not. With Alvin Lee, I don't think we dove into it before, but he's from Nottinghamshire, England. And let's see, he actually passed away at the age of 68, 10 years ago, guys. Alvin Lee passed away at the age of 68. Rest in peace, Mr. Alvin Lee, man. Genres he liked to perform were blues, rock, blues, and rockabilly. It's interesting. I think most things I heard him on are probably blues and just rock. Rockabilly, I don't think I've done one from him doing rockabilly yet. So, and he had actually passed away from unforeseen complications following a routine surgical procedure. And I think we've seen that again on this channel. Somebody else had passed away during the same thing, which is, it's scary how much more common that is than it should be, right? That's interesting. Well, yep. Well, all right, guys, thank you for tuning in here today, man. Just a crazy situation of a song. Great sounding blues track right here, man. I like it. I like it. It's kind of more up to date blues that I can get out of this one. And it took me on a little bit of a different ride than the blues I've done on this channel. So I always appreciate that when it's giving new aspects in the music that I can, you know, take in. So that's always great. So thank you guys so much for tuning in here today. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions down below. Hopefully none of y'all have had to experience this before. If you did, man, let me know. And I don't know, like I said, it's hard to imagine how you'd handle the situation. Well, it's easy to imagine how you would handle it. It's might be different if you were ever actually put in those shoes, though. So I pray that I am not, and you guys are not ever put in that situation. That is very terrible, very terrible. But thank y'all for being here today, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.